Well, the Bulldogs got a sweep at home against Mexico State, and you really can't do much better than that. You can't reasonably complain, but I'll complain about a couple things. Once again, in game three, they left a lot of men on base. I know they scored, like 16 runs, but they had bases loaded again numerous times, or man on third numerous times, left one out and didn't score. That continues to be a massive issue for this team. If they don't win the Mountain West at the end of the year, that, in my opinion, will be the reason why. And at this point in the season, we have to assume that this will be a team that is simply going to struggle getting a man on third home with less than 2 outs. All right? But as I said before, for this individual weekend, they looked really good. Anchor was solid. I know left field will say he pitched great, but he was more solid. But sometimes that's what you need from a Friday start. If you only give like 3 runs, through 6-7 innings, that's not the worst thing in the world in a conference like Mountain West. And Cramarosa was fine. Caleb Hay, he struggled in game 3, but offense picked him up. And if you're going to have a bad game, that was the game to do it. Murph Gray looked like the All-American he should be this past weekend. They're going to need him to keep playing like that to win this league and do anything to get in the NCAAs. The thing that I was really happy about, though, was, the base running. I thought, base running was really good. How they stole a run late in game 1, man on third, man 2 outs, started to steal, Mexico he bought time, man on third, got home. That was championship level baseball right there. And also, I love that they moved Tyler Patrick from Tuesday games to Saturday games. He has earned it, and with all the injuries we've had on the starting pitching, if you're a freshman and you start pitching well, you got to move him out of the midweek games, all right? You have other pitchers that you need to develop. Okay. So, yes, it was a huge weekend for standing-wise. Now the Bulldogs, I believe, are 2 games above everybody else. Not quite sure. But the Lobos cannot win the season record over you. Like, UNLV has a 2-1 season win over Fresno State, so if they ever met in the standings that similar, I don't think they will, but let's say they were locked for one of the top 2 spots in the rest of the field, UNLV would get that spot over Fresno State. Now, when the Bulldogs finish the season out at Albuquerque, the Lobos cannot get a season win over them. All right? At worst, it will be 3-3 in a tie. Hopefully, by the time the Bulldogs go up to Albuquerque, no CD, nothing like that will be on the line. So that's why this sweep was huge. Now they go to San Diego State this upcoming weekend. A team right behind you, a team that's built like you. You only face them once. If you can get a series win there, with how well you played at home, because after San Diego State, they play against Air Force and against Washington State at home. If you win these next 3 series, you can really separate yourself. And in this conference, only one team has won a road series this year. That was Fresno State at San Jose last week. So there is an opportunity for the Bulldogs to build momentum and start shaping into the team that we thought they would be. But they got to follow it up. And that starts by winning against St. Mary in the midweek game. I don't care. I'm sick of midweek game losing. I understand you need to put in new players and pitchers. That's how you build that. But if you lose against St. Mary, you start losing momentum. So just finish the job. All right, just keep it on going.